It's National Sleep Awareness Week.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Dr. Christine Bowen,
And I'm M. Bowen.
and we're going to talk to you today about some ways to improve your sleep.
Absolutely. So, this is a big one for me, Christine, and I'm glad we're talking about it because I historically, because I had acid reflux and some other challenges quieting down my brain, I went with poor sleep for most of my life. Honestly, I want people to know like, I'm almost 52. I've been getting pretty good sleep for about 7 years of all of those years. And so it's really changed my quality of life, and it's something that I want other people to have access to. Some of it is about having time to really focus on and prioritize sleep, but we wanted to make some quick recommendations that folks can implement to be moving in the right direction. Right? We love, as one of our participants in our 3 month program often said, want to be trending in the right direction. Right. And so, Christine, do you want to share with folks some of those interventions that they can have towards getting better sleep?
Yeah, definitely. When we're talking about sleep, one, I want you to know what the value of sleep can bring to you and the value of quality sleep can bring to you. So, sleep is when our body repairs itself. This is really important for us to have high quality sleep, the best quality, the best duration, the most comfort to be able to enable the body to really go into that rest and repair mode. Another thing is that that's when our body is producing melatonin. And melatonin is in the same pathway with serotonin. So serotonin is considered our like feel good mood hormone versus melatonin is our sleep hormone. So if melatonin is disrupted, that can disrupt serotonin as well. When we look at the environment, we definitely can talk about some ways that your sleep environment can help to promote better, more restful, more restorative sleep. And so that's actually where I want to kick it back to M because you've been working on your sleep for at least what the last decade, I would say, right?
Yeah.
That's been like a focus was like, how do I improve my sleep that has been disrupted for so long? So, what have some of those techniques been that you've used to help get your sleep, improved now?
Well, one thing that I think I've been careful about for a long time is not having any like televisions or anything like that in my bedroom. Um, and then with that, one of the reasons why I'm cautious about that, because I have been somebody who fell asleep in front of the television. Like sometimes that was easier. So I don't want to say that that's not possible. But the blue light that's coming in from a lot of our screens and devices is very stimulating. And so not having that level of light, having low lighting, like just a decent reading light for when I'm reading like a physical book um, in the bedroom has been really nice. Um, I'm not always perfect about it, so I want to give everybody as much grace as I give myself. But I do try to plug in my phone in another room so that I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not doom scrolling where my ideal bedtime at 10 becomes midnight because I went down some rabbit hole. So
Mm.
being able to be done with your device and putting it on a charger, maybe close enough that you could hear it ring if
Yes.
you have people that you're concerned about, right? um, but not right by your head, maybe not even in the same room, um, has been very helpful. Other things that I've used are I have smart devices that have programmed patterns. So at 8:30 at night, the one in my bedroom just starts playing like this soft meditation music. I think on mine it comes from Pandora, but people could use meditation or soft regenerative music from Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you go to. You should be able to find some music that's really calming that might be used in a spa or a meditation or a massage to just really calm your body, slow things down, encourage deeper breathing. Like that can have a great input for really having people's brain get quieter.
Mm.
Because I know for me that was the main thing, and also that deeper breathing can make the body relax as well. What are some of the other things maybe that I haven't named that you want to share or that you've used yourself?
Yeah, I definitely think of like the quality of my sleep environment. And so having chronic body pain, it was pretty important for me to get some sort of a mattress topper or like an egg crate, little mattress topper, something foam. It doesn't have to be, the world's most luxurious or most expensive mattress. Just having even a topper on it really helped me with my physical comfort. Another thing, you had mentioned reflux earlier. So I also have had reflux, and so during periods of worse reflux, having the head of my bed elevated, or, having enough of the right kinds of pillows, kind of propping my head up in a nice.
Right. People can use like a wedge. You can purchase a wedge that fits underneath you to kind of give you that elevation while still staying in bed, right? Because I've heard people say like they're sleeping in armchairs, which isn't very cuddly if you have a partner or a pet, and often doesn't allow you to kind of move around more naturally while you're sleeping.
And they also have like a little height increasers or something that you can put under the head of the bed so that it tips it
Oh, nice.
little bit. Not so much that it dumps you out, but something that
Right.
lifts it up a little bit. And then, so we love the air filter, I would say, is another thing. If you have pets or if you have, a dustier environment, if you are able to get something like air filtration, I feel like I definitely sleep much better when I don't have clogged up sinuses. And
Well, and a lot of places, a lot of people maybe live in places that consistently have poor air quality, or seasonally with either pollens or with like wildfire smoke. That can be a big factor. People can, I've had a couple times where we had fires down here in California. I woke up feeling like I'd smoked a pack of cigarettes overnight.
mm,
And so even though I didn't have any open windows, that stuff kind of seeps in
mm.
and can have an impact for sure.
Definitely. So air filters, and then also trying to like protect us from some of those allergens. Another thing would be dust mite barriers on your pillows or on your mattresses, because a lot of people are allergic to dust mites, and they exist in pillows and they exist in mattresses. And there are dust mite barriers that you can zip around the outside of your mattress, or that you can put inside put your pillow inside of. And so if you're somebody who does have nasal congestion that is worse when you lay down at night, or you have some itching that might be worse when you lay down at night, sometimes those are symptoms of having a dust mite issue. So those are some other options. And then, yeah, I definitely would say, the blue light changes. So when you were talking about your devices, so if you're like, yeah, I need my device here, at least trying to put on the blue light blocking, or it's like a night shift setting or something like that, whatever it's called on your device, to try to change the lighting of those devices. Yeah, so paper book, soft light, that would be a way for you to be able to get away from having your device in the bedroom. And then, what do you use for an alarm if you don't have your phone in your room?
I use my smart device and it's set to play my favorite music and wake me up with that. And so it's a really nice way to wake up. I definitely, because I had sleep problems, I had waking up problems because I would be so exhausted in the morning, inadequate sleep, not good, consistent sleep, that I remember I would have the really loud barking kind of alarm clock, and there were times where I was turning it off in my sleep, and so I had it like across the room. And at least once I turned it off in my sleep when it was across the room. I was very impressed
Yeah.
that I was able to do that while unconscious. But it's really nice to wake up to my favorite bands, my favorite songs. It really instills a good vibe into the day. Sometimes it's really soft. It kind of mixes my Apple Music playlist. So it can be um, anything, any music that I like. And I like a lot of different genres. So it'll just be a mix of that. But I've also had things where I set it up so it played specific song. When I cancel my alarm, it plays a specific song that lights up my heart.
It's like a psychology,
And
yeah, that you got to choose your own adventure for. Like, if I'm behaving like this, play something like this for me instead. That.
right, I could do different days, right? Like you could really customize this. So, if you want it to be like, good day sunshine on your Sunday morning because you're like, I don't have to go to work or something like that. I like Gotta Get Up by Harry Nielsen. It kind of matches my mood. It names what I'm feeling like. I don't want to, but I got to. Um, Lovely Day by Bill Withers is another favorite of mine. So play with these kinds of things. How do you want your day to start?
Yeah. So
Um,
it's about how you're going to sleep. It's about how you're waking up. And then just remembering that quality of sleep can definitely dictate function of your immune system. So if we're talking about,
right.
the greater reason that we're here talking to you is, helping your immune system to be as functional as possible and as helpful and supportive of you as possible. It's like not being chronically fatigued, not suffering from insomnia. Those pieces are not going to help your immune system to function the best that it can.
No, you won't get that repair of things that are inflamed unless you get some pretty decent sleep. And so, another intervention that I have is I think it's just as, maybe this is because I've gotten older, but just as it's important for me to have comfortable shoes, comfortable clothes, it's really important. I have decided to make a higher budget for a good pillow.
Mm-hmm.
So
Travel too, right?
I take my pillow with me when I travel because if I sleep on a pillow that doesn't support my head and neck properly, because I have some hypermobility, because I have some tension from some of the work that I do, I often will end up with my neck kind of being out of place. I've got like a crick in my neck, maybe radiating pain down into my rib cage. And so if that's happening while I'm traveling, then not only did that first night of sleep go poorly, but it will be very hard for me to get comfortable and sleep well on the additional nights, as well as will it that discomfort or pain affect me having a fun vacation or a fun visit with family. So I have a nylon bag that I put my pillow in, and I take it as one of my carry-ons on planes. I took it through Germany. I take it every year when we go with the family to Disneyland. And I paid probably about $150 for that pillow, but it really makes it so that I'm not consistently having headaches, that I'm consistently sleeping well. And that's worth so much more than that.
Yeah, it sounds like it's making sure that your days and your travel and that your comfort are all like prioritized. But then
Yeah,
one piece of equipment that you can have so much better sleep consistently and that it doesn't have that negative ripple effect.
right. And don't you have a travel Theracane?
I do. Yeah. So you've probably seen some of our videos. We've done some Theracane work with M. M is great at guiding us through some of those ways to, release tight muscles that we may not know that we have until we dig a little tool into it. But then the travel Theracane was great. I took it with me when I went to Arizona, and I had long bus rides and I had lots of flights. And it was definitely like it came in handy so much.
Yeah. So self massage
Yeah.
can be useful. Hot baths are useful for a lot of folks. Epsom salt baths or other products. There are some essential oils. There arnica, CBD. These kinds of things can help relax the muscles before we go to sleep. So we want to recognize that we're mostly talking to people with inflammation and autoimmune conditions. And so we want to acknowledge that there may be a physical pain kind of component. And both of us have dealt with that. And these are some of our strategies.
Yeah. Your physical comfort can definitely play a role in how well you're sleeping. This is great. Thank you so much for all of your tips, and I hope you have a wonderful, restful night of sleep this evening and all evenings.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, and thank you for joining us for National Sleep Awareness Week, and just helping to give you some tips, hopefully, to improve your sleep as well. We'll see you soon. Take care.
Please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we post new content.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook and other social media.